started off in the capital of Wisconsin, Madison, with the Badgers, the 11th ranked team in the nation. Badgers 11th ranked in the country, one of the hottest teams in the nation. 5-0 this month. They go into Crowell, the veteran, the fifth-year senior, and he gets the first bucket.
The poise and patience from Stephen Crowell, and that's that shot. You want to set an aggressive tone early by either driving it or kicking that basketball to the post.
Here's the other 7-footer, the sophomore Nolan Winter. How about that footwork from the big fella?
Early Wisconsin taking advantage of their size.
Iowa came up here on Thursday to Madison. Biddle, this is their go-to guy, and he knocks it down.
Nathan Biddle at 7 feet tall can really stretch the time, especially with Wisconsin with nearly 2 7-footers on the front line. Oregon's going to have to really rebound the ball.
So Biddle hit a 3, and there is the other leading scorer for the Ducks, Jackson Shellstad.
7-footers in this game who can knock down the 3, and then Shellstad
Dana Altman said wanted to get him going early. That's a good sign for Oregon.
Indeed, 0 for 7 from the field.
Crowell, two-handed flush. Comes Winter, right down Broadway. Crowell cleans it up. Cut off, and watch that shot clock here. Shellstad drives and blows by McGee.
Able to create a
And they put up 94 at Mackey 2 games ago, over 90 here in the win against Illinois. I mean, they have been on fire.
They have.
Meanwhile, Jadrian Tracy getting on the board, the senior from Fort Myers.
Yeah, and I like it because they're 4 Pac-12 tourney championships, 3 regular season championships. He's been an excellent coach everywhere he's been.
Yeah, no question. And how about Carter Gilmore? Well, he's making his presence felt this season. Tracy. Evans in the lane, spins, right hand, pretty.
Really coming into his own offensively.
Sophomore from Baltimore. He was a highly touted recruit out of high school. Blackwell, nice move to the rim.
Blackwell, such a bully guard. If you don't make him use the...
Middle screens. Boss, cross the court. There's Tracy. Yes.
That's really good offense, and that started with Nate Biddle setting that ball screen. Body movement has led to some really nice step-in threes, and he doesn't want those quick jacks. He wants them to get it off ball and body movement.
Well, and he wants that.
Yes, as they get the basketball inside the Biddle.
And Fonz, that has been a continuing theme for Dana Altman's club this year. They have settled for threes at times that haven't made him happy. Meanwhile, Wisconsin is going inside with regularity.
And they've got to keep
the best scorers in the conference at 20 a game.
Well, TJ Bamba, number 5 in black, is an outstanding defensive player in space.
Gilmore finds himself wide open.
Gilmore went to set job getting back in defensive balance, transition defensive balance, because Wisconsin had numbers.
Tajay pulls. There's his first bucket. Bounce down low to Nolan Winter. The Minnesota native with a fancy footwork. It's a 9-0 run, and Dana. Tajay will push. They've got a 3-on-2. Gets inside. So strong is John Tajay.
I wondered coming into this game with the smaller.
Supreme Cook kicks it out. Bamba in rhythm triple. They can't get anything to drop right now.
Because of the heavy sag on the post, they're going to have to make some of those to loosen it up.
It is now a 14-0 run, and it is bananas.
3 in Big Ten play.
Seems like just a moment ago, Oregon had a 17-14 lead, but that has all changed quickly.
Nice.
And they needed that. There's Bamba.
And that's what they've gotten away from Oregon. He has to, because he can feel the game kind of slipping away from him. And when you do that, you want your best players on the floor, and they've had no rim protection without him.
And Wisconsin 12-2 when Biddle was on the bench. And Tajay with a tough fadeaway there.
And that's what's so good about him. He takes it.
Taken away. John Tajay cleared for takeoff.
Growth of John Tajay on the defensive end. The anticipation out in transition. Watch him cock this in the paint. Nice.
Great pass, and Evans two-handed hammer.
because everyone's
unconscious.
32 points a game over the last 2, shooting 50% from 3, getting to the foul line, 10 free throw attempts per game, too. Really good balance in his offensive attack. It's a mismatch here.
So he's going to go right to the rim. 2 more. Already 16. For Oregon has been off the mark today. Here's about a 15-footer, and that does drop for Keyshawn Bartholomew.
Yeah, and he's getting the first 5 rotation. Good cut.
But Amos could not handle the pass. Bartholomew leaves for Shellstad, NBA range.
Much better.
That is in rhythm.
Much better. Penetration, kick out threes in transition, but they got to do it here and get some stops.
They do not get a stop. Max Klesmit, the sharpshooter from Neenah, Wisconsin.
We talked faster, try to catch this defense, transition defense of Wisconsin on its heels to get some early looks.
There's Biddle on the offensive glass.
And folks, that's the difference that he makes. He not only blocks shots, good offense there from the Badgers. Nice.
Into Biddle, and he puts it home. He's got 9 to his name, Biddle.
I like. Good help.
Brown can hit that 3, doesn't take it here. Klesmit back to the big fella, and the big fella to the basket.
That's so smart. Again, that's that empty side ball screen. Biddle just scored his last 2 possessions.
And Angel has been quiet. He hasn't scored yet. What a backdoor cut by Klesmit. That's Princeton style, old school.
It's certainly the fact that Stephen Krause knows that Biddle has a little bit of foul trouble, and he goes right to his chest.
Going right to the basket there is a senior from the Bronx, TJ, Washington State, then last year at Villanova, and finishing out west in Eugene. Winner powers it up over Biddle.
I love the fact that Wisconsin's partner, we've not said Shellstad's name in a long time. Biddle's got to go and Shellstad's got to join the party, but that's a nice little post up there. They got a good look against that zone by attacking the middle of the floor. Well done.
Here is Shellstad. You mentioned him. Quiet as of late. He must have heard you. Right to the rim.
Efficiency, 22 defensive efficiency or better, at least 36% from 3, and have a guy projected to go be a first-round pick in this year's 38% from 3. And Derek Queen, their super freshman, is projected to be a first-round pick, if not a lottery pick. And so when you look back in history at...
Well, certainly the Badgers check 3 of those 4 boxes. They can fill it up from deep, and they're showcasing it right now. So regardless of where he goes professionally after this, he can get buckets for this Badger team. Yeah. And right now, McGee gets buckets.
Yep. And I just...
Taken away by Cook. Shellstad will lead the break.
Got numbers here. Need it.
They find Tracy, and Tracy buries it.
Transition 3.
Team to make the Final Four. They did it back-to-back years, 2014, 2015. Let's go Ryan. Great pass. And Winter knows what to do with it.
Another one of those empty side ball screens.
Bartholomew tried to take the taller Crowell, and it worked to perfection.
That's really good. That's a design play. Switches are loud.
Into the shot clock here, taken away. Mookie Cook mentioned he just came in the game. He gets a steal. He finds Bartholomew, and all of a sudden we've got a 10-point game.
And having an impact on this one. Former top 30 in high school.
Yeah, he was another highly talented recruit. How about the blow-by McGee?
Tell you what, speed beats pressure. Incredible. Speed, toughness, and skill. Number 4 in white.
Weaving in and out of traffic and finding Xavier Amos. Inside of 8 minutes, Biddle back on the court. He attacks too much, but right to Bartholomew. Might not have been on purpose, but it worked out. And then Dana Altman.
Really good look. It always ends in a bad shot or a turnover. And it was a bad shot there.
Tanjay has a lane. Yes, 18 points for John Tanjay.
Well, he is quick to that rim.
6-year senior, been a long college career for Tanjay.
Nice move.
And Biddle can do that, flexing his muscles. Trying for a 3-point play. Biddle face up 18-footer. Offensive rebound, Evans. And Evans muscles it home, and we have a 9-point game.
Evans has made
The crowd can sense that Oregon has a new lease on life here. Bartholomew with a three. 2-possession ball game.
The away ball screen, the defender recognized that Nate Biddle was in foul trouble. And as we look back at this one, that's just an away screen and question about it. And I would not want to see Illinois, a healthy Illinois team, as an 8 seed either.
No way. You kidding me? Biddle, you talked about them going in the paint more in the second half. There you go.
He's got Shellstad guarding him. He's got to touch it.
Turnover. Bamba on the leak out. Attacks can't finish, but Evans can.
That's why you never give up on the play as a big. That's a good.
1 minute. Bamba with a spin. Bamba with a finish.
They ran that same
16,000 vertical here at the Kohl Center. Shellstad to tie it.
Oh!
Ice water in his veins. 66 all. Wisconsin has a timeout, but they're not going to use it. Klesman. Step back. 2 seconds for the win. No! And we are destined for overtime.
Range 3 that he just stepped into and drills it. Folks, he's got a really good defender on him. And Blackwell gives him a little run dribble to his right, snatches that thing back and drills it and tells everybody in here this is his house.
Wow. Here's Tajay. 20 points today. Drives, stops on a dime. Boy, you can't defend that.
And that's great defense by movement and get some easier looks at the basket.
Well, when Oregon went through that 5-game skid, people were questioning their toughness, but they can't question it today. And there's their first lead since midway through Ducks defense.
Yes.
It has stepped up here late.
Swarming, isn't it?
Tajay to Winter. This would be huge.
He's here in the last couple minutes of this game because you know it's going to Biddle.
It is going to Biddle. Biddle going to the basket.
He's so good over that left shoulder.
Here's their guy.
Yeah.
Guarded by Bamba. Drives. Step back. Oh, if he would have hit that. What defense by Bamba. He had a hand right in his face.
The game, and it's because Bamba was out there on the floor. Look at this active hands, able to get him back in his chest and force him to take that fadeaway. He can shoot that one, but he's better shooting that from his left. TJ Bamba's done an outstanding job defensively against one of them.
Well, now here's the big one, and Tracy got it. Makes it a 2-possession game.
No fouls here.
They'll let it roll, but it's not going to matter. What a win for the Oregon Ducks. From down 17, they win it in overtime over 11th-ranked Wisconsin. And another 20-win season and a big win on their resume.